Hello everyone, my name is Michael SK and welcome back to Fate Stay Night Remastered. We actually just entered, I would like to say, our last interlude for this day. We're on day 10, another long day similar to day 9 of reveals, crazy events, what have you. And Shirou has a brand new arm, we have a brand new alliance, somewhat. I guess you can call it an alliance. You know, we're all about alliances here in Fate Stay Night Remastered. And, I think we actually wrapped up the previous episode talking with Ryder. A very interesting conversation to be had with her. And it puts into perspective just the connections that masters and servants have. There's a reason for the combinations that we have seen. And that was kind of a reminder of that. But anyways, yeah, I think we're having like a crazy dream or something. I dream of a box for breeding bugs. A ruined nest. Black pupa. I have no memory of my birth. I thrive and flourish. My roots have always been unknown. I have no memory of my death day. I walk at a steady pace. Okay, we're not dreaming. This is just somebody here. My empty head sways from side to side. Absent of any clear destination. Who are we following here? Shiver and tremble. Go, go. My dry hands and feet rattle like paper balloons, tumbling along the ground. I'll get to float once I grow up. Are we following the shadowy figure? Maybe? Go, go. Go, go. Well, why does he keep saying this? No, we didn't get that whole thing there. Somebody squeaks as they come up to me. Who are they talking about here? We're not following Sakura right now, are we? People swarm up to me. So the only reason I'm thinking that this is Sakura, potentially Sakura, is because, well, one of them said, nice broad, you know, so you've got some late night guys that are, you know, trying to hit up somebody, obviously, and they're wanting them to hang out with them, so, or whoever this is, they want them to hang out with them. But I don't know. Empty laughter. I don't remember asking them to come. And they're scaring me. Time to go home.
Oi! 何逃げだお前
待てってな当たっのかやかいいんじゃねえの
That or this is just somebody, like, some random person, you know?
ねえってそうなってことはにか
賛成僕は困ってる人だ
Yeah, whatever those guys were talking about, right? There's a lot of laughter going on here. What's so funny? They keep chasing me. Their screeching gives me a headache. The fuck was that? So my empty tummy rumbles. I don't know if these fine gentlemen are still alive. Or will be alive much longer. Oh no. Yep, there we go. Oh no, dude.
虫を潰した。
Oh no. What the fuck just happened there, man? What just happened? I fear that Sakura kind of lost control of herself there. Maybe. Something along those lines. Well, that's fun. That's just great. I'm not surprised that Sakura is out and about, you know, doing whatever. I just hope that it's not a case of her being controlled. Whoa. A blinding light. My mind and body are pushed away from the entrance by a powerful headwind. The light is so bright I can't even perceive its source. Battered by the wind, my body rusts away bit by bit. How long have I been here? An infinity that isn't even a second, and a moment close to an eternity. Time without time turns years into seconds. Thus, my long-weathered body is being polished to a mirror-like shine while it erodes away. Forward. This place is suffocating. An aimless, weightless, total vacuum. This world worn away by wind is no place for a person to be. That's why I kept going. My volume doubles with each step, and breathing and walking become harder. 1 step, 2 steps, 3 steps are already impossible. I can't go any further. The wind shoves me back when I try, wearing my body away. But if I want to escape, then I have to keep going. The wind is blowing from beyond that light. The light is an entrance and an exit. This place is suffocating, so I need to hurry to the other side. If I can go through the entrance, the wind will be even stronger. If I can go through the exit, this suffering will ease. I reach out. I reach out with all my might. The light is just ahead, but I can't reach it. The aurora blinds me. I just can't reach it. It's suffocating. Blood spills from my mouth as I reach out, but I can't touch it. Why? It's just a meter ahead of me. So why does it feel like I'm aiming for an ever-distant point in the sky?
Shirou.
And now we're awake. The sound of my name wakes me up.
ダメよ。苦しいからって、それ取ったら死んじゃうんだから。
Illya is staring at me.
あれ、イリア。なんで俺の部屋にいるんだ？
なんでって、私の部屋近くだもん。先に目が覚めちゃったから、シロを観察していたのでした。
Little strange, but alright. Huh. Apparently, Illya was watching me sleep. That being said, was she doing it because...
もしかして俺、うなされてたのか？
そうよ。シロ、苦しそうに声を上げて、左腕の布を剥ぎ取ろうとしていたわ。まあ、きっとそうなるって思ってたから来てあげたんだけどね。シロが眠ってる間に痛み止めしといてあげたから、今は幾分楽でしょ？
What a fucked up situation Shirou has found himself in for this route. I notice that my right hand is grabbing my left arm. Talk about dodging a bullet. If Illya hadn't come to help me, I would have torn off the shroud in my sleep.
そっか。朝からありがとな、イリア。
You know, I remember when I was younger, I've had some surgeries done on my eyes, and I recall that I wasn't supposed to touch my eyes. It's sort of like you're not supposed to touch a body or a part of your body that recently had surgery done because, well, you're trying to let it heal. You don't want to mess with it. You just want to leave it alone as it, you know, reconstructs and heals and doesn't get in a position where you can fuck it up. So it was the same thing with my eyes. And I think I actually had to like wear these things that would like lock my elbows. I wasn't, you know, able to move my arms as much as I'd want to. I was a little bit restrained because I was actually trying to rub my eyes. we all do it, right? We all rub our eyes, or scratch at them a little bit because, stuff on our face irritates us. So I kind of get it, If, the source of an irritation or pain is like right there and you can grab at it, you will. Unconsciously sometimes, or subconsciously.
お礼はいいよ。私とシローの仲だもん。それに、約束したでしょ。シローが苦しい時は、私が助けてあげるんだって。
Her smile takes my breath away. I realize that Illya truly came here to help me out of sheer goodwill and feel ashamed.
それに、シローの寝顔が見たかったし、苦しいのに一生懸命我慢しちゃって、シローったら可愛かったわ。
Yeah, you didn't really have to include that part, honestly. I slammed the brakes on my beating heart.
イリア、人の部屋に黙って入るのは良くない。特に朝と夜なんかもってのほかだ。俺も人並みの男だからいろいろ困る。
そうなんだ。具体的に言うと、どんな風に困るのかしら。
Yeah, good luck here, Shirou. This is all you, buddy. I'll leave you to it.
いや、だからそういう質問込みで困る。だいたいイリアは女の子なんだから、朝っぱらから男の部屋になんて入っちゃダメだ。いいか、危ないぞ。本当に危ないんだぞ。イリア本人もだけど、部屋の主たる思春期の少年の内部の心臓とかな。
そうなの？けど、それじゃますますわからないよ、シロー。ちゃんと何が都合悪くて、どうして危ないのか言ってくれなくちゃ。
Again, Shirou, good luck. You've got this. The silver-haired girl gets down on all fours and...
ほら、もっと近くに寄っちゃったよ。さ、どうして朝に来られると困ってしまうの？シロー。
Okay. I roll away from her in a panic, still wrapped up in my covers. I'm in danger. Every morning I have to face the facts of my male physiology. If she comes at me like that or looking like that, I'll be branded in shame as a... We good? My head runs smack dab into a wooden post. I collapse to the floor, making excuses.
ごめんね、シロー。その、痛くなかった。
Yeah, probably. It hurts. The pain is so bad I'm seeing stars, but I can't let that slip in front of Illya.
いや、大丈夫だ。いい目覚ましになったから気にしないでくれ。
I shake my head and stand up. The physical shock has completely tamed my physiological reaction.
よし。
Oh, my bad.
時間も時間だし、朝飯を作りに行くか。イリア、朝は何がいい？嫌いなものがあったら今のうちに言ってくれ。
嘘。シロー、ご飯作れるの？
Yeah, Shirou's a very capable guy.
まあ、人並みにはできる。洋菓子は、そうだな。ホットケーキぐらいならなんとか。
I'm pretty sure I brought it up previously, but your boy here can not do any of that. I would burn pancakes, waffles, rice, water, noodles. All of it would just be burnt and totally, unavailable to be used or eaten. Illya's face lights up. Yeah, I mean, there were actual, stars beaming behind her. It seems that she's quite pleased to learn that I know how to cook.
なんなら一緒に作るか？朝飯ができたら呼びに行こうと思ってたけど、イリアが起きてるなら今にいてもらった方がいいし。
本当？うん、行く行く。シローのエプロン姿見たい。
Oh, he'll wear one.
そっか。じゃあ3人で協力して遠坂をやっつけよう。今朝はさくらと一緒に作る約束だったから、イリアが入れば3人力だ。
And she's eventually, and by eventually, I mean in 3 seconds, once I click to the next thing, we'll lose interest.
やめた。
Yep.
さくらがいるなら行かない。シロ、一人で行って。
なんだよ急に。さくらがいるならって、イリアはさくらが嫌いなのか？
いいえ、どっちかっていうと好きな部類よ。ただあの子はシロには合わないから認めてあげないだけ。
So who is right for us? We have Rin, who's a tsundere. We have Sakura, who is a wannabe yandere. What is Illya, you know? And what is Saber, if, you know, Saber has an archetype of sorts? I don't know. It's similar with, like, visual novel types.
イリア。
Like, all I know is what an eroge is, and I guess a moege too. I can't discern all these different types. It's too complicated for me.
シロだって気づいてるくせに必死に気づかないようにしてるでしょ。私が今更言っても始まらないわ。
Illya starts walking out the door.
それとどんなトランス状態にあったか知らないけど、むやみに先に進まないで。あなたが見ているものはアーチャーの魔術でシロの魔術じゃないわ。
Maybe that's why he was reaching towards his arm. It wasn't necessarily out of pain or discomfort. Okay, maybe there was probably a little bit of that in there. But it was probably just trying to grasp at, as she said, Archer's magecraft. Which is a sign of destruction there.
今はまだ可能性があるだけ。そんな状態で投影なんてすればシロの体は内側から崩壊する。
投影なんてすれば。
I repeat Ilya's words in confusion. And then... Oh, fuck. The firing hammer goes off. The dream I had on that operating table. A hazy understanding of what I saw and what it meant enters my mind. That was probably an extreme form of projection magecraft from the end of the earth that replicates any weapon he sees as swords.
そうよ。アーチャーの宝具は彼だけが使える魔術なの。アーチャーは目にした武器なら確実に複製する連鉄の英霊。その力は彼の腕を受け継いだシロにも使えるものよ。今は意識してないだろうけど、その気になればきちんとした起動呪文も思い起こせる。
But we really shouldn't do that.
けど、使えるからって使おうなんて思わないで。あの神父の言葉は正しいわ。一度でもその布を解いて投影をすれば、シロは絶対に助からない。
I was thinking since beginning this recording session that I probably should have, you know, seen what that bad ending was at the end of the previous episode. You know, allowed Shirou to take off the whatever that's on his arm and, you know, just see what happens.
だから、何があっても、その布は外さないで。キリツグみたいに勝手に死んだら許さない。私が殺す前に私を一人にしたら、絶対に許さないんだから。
Wait, you still want to you want to kill Shirou still, to this day? After everything? Illya leaves into the hallway. I could sense hatred mixed with genuine concern in her warning. Like, I can tell that things are much different than they were previously.
先輩、株の汚れ取り終わりました。手羽元の準備はどうですか？
Oh, you're in good spirits. Did you eat anybody last night?
なあ、アク取りは済んだ。そっちを四つ切りにしたら似合う。
はあ、先輩、カレー粉なんて持って何するんですか？
ん？タレ作ってるんだ。イワシのかば焼きにかける。イリアが魚嫌いでも食べられるだろ？
なるほど、冴えてますね、先輩。それじゃあ、さばくのは私がやりますから、先輩は煮込み物のチェックをお願いします。
え？あ、いや、イワシなら包丁使わなくてもさばけるからいいよ。腹骨をこそぐ時だけ頼むから、さくらはだしと醤油でかぼちゃに作ってくれ。一品ぐらい甘いものがあった方がいい。
はい、了解しました。ああ、片手で綺麗なお魚さばいているとお寿司屋さんみたいですよ、先輩。
Sakura cheerfully reaches into the refrigerator. Maybe she feels better after a full night's sleep because she's in a great mood this morning. And I'm having fun in the kitchen with her too. Sakura thoughtfully anticipates what I'm trying to do and preps everything I need. Cooking together with her is so comforting.
先輩、お寿司屋さん止まってますけど。
Sorry, we got lost in thought.
ああ、ちょっとぼーっとしてた。急がないとな。そろそろ7時だ。
I sigh quietly so that Sakura won't hear, and resume trimming the sardines. Sardines have soft flesh, so it's better to trim them with fingers than a knife. It's something I can just barely manage to do with my only working hand.
けど、先輩いつの間にそんな技を覚えたんですか？右手だけでお魚をさばくなんてかなり普通じゃないです。
技じゃない。これはタイミングと気合の問題。その気になればさくらだってできる。
はあ、そんなものですか。
そんなもんだよ。技っていうのは包丁一本で牛ばらしたり氷細工をスパーンと作っちまうやつ。はい、あとよろしく。腹骨取ったら焼くからボウルに入れといてくれ。
I think I was told like near the beginning of this route by somebody that there was a lot of cooking in this route. Like, that's just something that Shirou and Sakura share in common is, you know, their abilities to cook. And it's really whatever, but like, yeah, I think they were right. There is just a lot of cooking here. I step away from the cutting board and move in front of the stove. I turn on the heat under the frying pan and add half a teaspoon of oil. I'm more or less on autopilot thanks to muscle memory, so I start looking up at the sky.
先輩、
ん？
I grunt absently.
余計なことかもしれませんけど、そのイリアさんと何かあったんですか？
My hand holding the pan freezes, but only for an instant. Sakura probably didn't notice.
ちょっと台所に来る前に話した。イリアはイリアでやっぱり大変なんだ。それにどうやって答えればいいのかすごく難しい。
それはマスターとしての問題なんでしょうか。イリアさんはまだ戦うと言っているとか。
いや、とりあえずイリアには戦闘意欲らしきものはない。いや、初めからそんなものはなかったのかもしれない。アインツベルンのマスターとして聖杯を手に入れようとしたんだろうけど、イリアには聖杯より他の目的があったんだ。
Something I've actually wondered about in her pursuit of the Holy Grail is that, yeah, it's sort of a family matter, but also she's the vessel. She is what the Holy Grail is supposed to be. So how would that work if she were to, you know, win in this war?
けど、
She lost it long before this war ever started. The person she wanted to see, Kiritsugu Emiya, died 5 years ago. So what can I do for her in his place? What should I do?
なあ、さくら。もしイリアが自分の国に帰りたくないって言ったら、うちに住んでもらっちゃダメかな。
ここは先輩のお家です。私の意見はあんまり意味がないです。
Okay, but this has now happened twice, once with Sakura and now once here with Shirou. Yes, this is Shirou's house. But last night, Sakura said our house, and now Shirou is asking for an opinion that really can, like, Shirou's the only one that could really make a decision on this.
何言ってんだ。ここさくらの家じゃんか。それに、イリアを引き取るなんて大事なこと、相方に相談なしでできることじゃない。
But I guess if you're like, you know, anticipating in the future, everything is totally good, war is over, and we're all still alive somewhat, then yeah, Sakura would probably stay here because, well, the Mato household is not going to be all that great to go back to.
相方って私ですか？
ああ。さくら以外いないだろ。
Illya or Tosaka would never help me so perfectly in the kitchen. Okay, we have two different ideas here.
さくら、フライパンの用意できたから。
I ask her for the deboned sardines. Sakura gives them to me with an unsteady motion. What's wrong? Is her fever back?
はい、わかりました。私、イリアさんと仲良くできるよう頑張ります。
うん、そうしてくれると嬉しい。イリアもさくらのこと嫌いじゃないって言ってたから、ちゃんと話せば仲良くなれる。
Oh, Shirou, you oblivious man. Yeah, that would make me really happy. Once the Holy Grail War and our relationship as masters ends, well, I'd love to have Sakura and Illya live here. We can make breakfast together without a care in the world, just like today. I'd pay any price to make that happy future come true. Oh, fuck.
おはよう。日曜だっていうのに早いのね、二人とも。
Honestly, I kind of forgot that she is also here. Everybody is here. Suddenly, an incredible sight walks by.
先輩、今、お菓子の人が通りませんでした？
Yes, indeed.
さくらにも見えたってことは、幻覚じゃないんだな。
We timidly peek into the living room. With a loud thump, the newcomer violently plants herself on the floor to stake her territory. Then she grumpily pours herself a cup of tea and turns on the TV with a sour expression. She's really just making herself at
びっ
home.
くり。遠坂先輩、朝に弱い人だったんだ。
Neither am I, honestly. Sakura. Isn't that term usually reserved for more endearing behavior? It works. We start eating breakfast. I'm sitting next to Sakura at the dining table, while Tosaka is next to Illya.
あら、割と上品な味付けをするのね、さくら。これなら食べてあげてもいいわ。
I can't tell if Illya is praising or attacking her. Yeah, I'm not really sure myself on that one.
参ったわね。私、朝は食べない主義なんだけど。
In classic Tosaka fashion, she grumbles even as she munches on the tamagoyaki.
Huh.
One grunt and she focuses on her food without saying anything else. Breakfast passes in silence. The only noise comes from the TV as it alternates through topic after topic. I see a familiar backdrop on the screen. There's no doubt about it. They're talking about mysterious bloodstains found this morning in the Shinto Park.
中央公園で行方不明者。付近にはおびただしい血痕？
It was a rather graphic incident. An older man out on a morning run found bloodstains at the park and reported them. Police officers responding to the scene discovered enough spilled blood to account for a single person, as well as partial human remains. Apparently, there were enough remains for up to 4 victims.
警察では4人の身元をって、なんで4人なんだ？1人分の血痕しかないのに。
Well, you know, Sakura has to drink up a lot of that blood.
そりゃ体の一部ってのが4人分あったんでしょ。本当に一部しか残ってなかっただろうけど、そこから判断したんじゃない？
遠さが。ってことは、これもサーバント。造剣の仕業だっていうのか。
Inadvertently, probably.
さあね。造剣の仕業かどうかはわからない。けど、これはあの影がやったと見て間違いない。ほら、画面の端っこ。雑草が黒く変色してるでしょ？
So that was our
それ、
shadowy
森で
figure.
あの影が出てきた時と同じなのよ。
Or was it? You know, the more I think about it, the more I feel like there's like a connection between the shadowy figure and Sakura. There is a connection somewhere, and I brought it up before. It's always felt like the shadowy figure and assassin are somewhat associated, or the shadowy figure and maybe a bit of Zoken. Obviously, Saber has a connection with the shadowy figure because that's sort of how Saber is, how she is now. I'm not really sure what the shadowy figure is, but I mean, there has to be some connections to it for sure. Tosaka analyzes it casually, but there's still 2 things I don't understand.
なんでだよ。あの影がなんであれ。今まではこんなことしてなかっただろう。
I mean, I'm going to continue to side with it being
I'm
a, I'm going to continue to side with it being a case of Sakura, you know, sleepwalking as a zombie and, you know, things just sort of happened. It didn't need to murder them like this.
そうね。
考えられる理由があるとしたら、敵がいなくなったからでしょう。もう正面からあいつらを倒せるマスターはいない。ならこれからは誰の目も気にすることなく好き放題できるでしょ。
それは見境がなくなってるってことか。
さあ、自分で言っておいてなんだけど、私にはそうは見えない。仮に造剣があの影と関係があるのなら、これは予期せぬ事故だったんじゃないかしら。造剣本人、今頃これを知って驚いてるってのに卵焼きをかけてもいい。
Not that Tosuka even has many tamagoyaki left to hold up her end of the bet. And now her eagle eyes are eyeing my plate.
予期せぬ事故ってなんでさ。
後片付けができてないでしょ。結婚はともかく遺体の一部を残すようなやつじゃない。つまりこの現場に造剣はいなくて、あのわけわかんない影だけで食事をしたってこと。
Okay, but is the shadowy figure, like, known for leaving body parts as well, you know?
なるほど。じゃあもう一つ。さっきの質問なんだが、どうして被害者は4人って分かってるんだ？結婚は1人分で、遺体の一部だって1人分しかないんだぞ。
重さじゃなくて形の話。一つしかないはずのものが4つあったんじゃない？それなら鑑識するまでもなく被害者の数ぐらいわかるもの。ほら、一面の血の海にさ、違う靴が4足あったら誰だって何人いたかわかるでしょ。
Tosuka talks about it calmly. As soon as I imagine that visual, my appetite suddenly goes away. It goes away now. We've been talking about body parts, blood, killing. But as soon as we talk about, you know, what can be left, that's what does it in for him. After breakfast.
シロ、やらなくちゃいけないことがあるからちょっと付き合って。
Is it gonna require a lot of lamps? She takes me to the dojo. I have no reason to say no, and I was planning to talk to Tosuka about our next steps. Was.
ちょっと、私が呼んだのはシロだけよ。なんだってゾロゾロついてくるのよ、あなたたちは。
Tosuka's cranky that we have uninvited companions.
その遠坂先輩が妙に先立ってるから先輩一人だと危険だと思って。
あのね、シロとは協定を結んだんだから騙し討ちなんてしないわよ。そんなこと言わなくても分かってるくせに何だってついてきたの、さくら。
だって先輩を守るのは私の役割です。
言い切ったわね。じゃあそっちは？私がやることなんてとっくに分かってるくせにわざわざヤジ飛ばしに来たわけ？
いいえ、私もさくらと同じよ、リン。あなたがやりたいことはわかるけど、どんな方法を取るかまではわからないもの。シローに変なことしないか監視に来たのよ。
まあいいけど、こっちはシローのためを思って体をいじるんだから、早とちりして邪魔なんてしないでよね。悠長にやってる余裕なんてないんだから。
Tosuka's overnight bag is in the dojo. She must have brought it here before breakfast. It's filled with tools I think I remember seeing at her house, so I think I know what she's going to do to me, but...
悪い。その前に少しいいか、登坂。
何よ、まさかこの後に及んで痛いのは嫌だなんて言うんじゃないでしょうね。
そりゃ
I want to say we're building up a
誰だ
tolerance.
って痛いのは嫌だぞ。大体な、何をするか説明もしていないのに、そんなの見せられたら逃げるぞ、普通。
Our audience members nod. I'm glad I have such supportive backup.
説明不足で悪かったわね。どうせあなたと比べてこっちは普通じゃないわよ。文句があるなら出ていけばいいじゃない。
Ah, Tosuka's sulking because we're ganging up on her.
いや、文句はない。登坂がやろうとしていることだってうすうす分かってる。分かってるから、そっちのことは全面的に信頼してる。どんな指示だろうと、登坂の言葉なら信じる。
じゃあなんで待ったなんて書けるのよ。疑問がないならおとなしく言うこと聞きなさいよね。
いや、その話じゃない。 俺が確認しておきたいのは今後の方針だ。これから俺たちはどうするのか、ここでちゃんと決めておくべきだろう。
The expressions on my side change. We put off this discussion yesterday, but now it's time to hash this out. It concerns the future for all of us. What are we going to fight? Or what are we going to fight, and what do we want to do? There's no going back once we decide. No, we passed the point of no return a long time ago. I'm just reiterating that fact.
私は戦いには参加しない。誰かが私を襲うのなら戦うけど、自分から戦う気はないわ。今回の聖杯戦争は勝ち残ったところでどうなるかわからないもの。
私もイリアさんと同じです。私たちではおじい様には勝てないと思います。もう勝敗は決まったようなものですから、ここでおとなしくしていればおじい様も手出しはしてこないはずですし。
Tosuka doesn't say anything. I can't tell what she's thinking, but she doesn't agree with Illya and Sakura, so I hope she's thinking what I'm thinking.
そうだな。守りに徹するって意見には賛成だ。さくらはこの家から出ず、造剣に対して守りを固める。さくらにはライダーがいるし、防戦に徹するならさくらとイリアぐらいは守りきってくれる。その間、俺と遠坂は造剣を倒す手段を考える。ここに立てこもっていてもいつかは襲われるし、これ以上あいつらを野放しにはできない。今朝のニュースと同じことがこれからも起きないとは言えないんだから。
Tosuka doesn't interrupt me. Whatever she's thinking, she also intends to fight Zoken with me.
造剣も放っておけないが、それ以上にあの影は放っておけない。俺と遠坂は今夜から街に出ることになるだろうから、さくらとイリアはここで気を配っていてくれ。
I don't know how I feel about that, but at the same time, what else are we supposed to do? Sakura is basically a tool that Zoken can use. Illya is the vessel of the Holy Grail. I look around to see if anyone disagrees, but
何を言ってるんですか、先輩。
さくら、何って別におかしなことじゃないだろう。戦えるのは俺と遠坂だけなんだから、俺たちで造剣を倒さないと。
それがおかしいんです。
no, it is.
先輩、満足に両手も使えないんですよ。それがどういうことなのか本当に分かっているんですか？
さくら、
わかりません。先輩、おかしいです。そんな目にあったのにどうしてまだ戦うんですか？
It's all this man knows.
これ以上は先輩の手にはまるってそんなこと、実際戦った先輩なら分かってるはずなのに、どうしてこれなら戦えない体になってしまえば、もう危ない目に遭わないでくれるって安心したのに、どうして。
さくら。
Sakura is trembling. She's sulking, shaking at her own words. I don't know what she's feeling right now. All I can do is answer her question.
さくら、俺はさくらを勝たせる。そのために戦う。造剣やあの影が放っておけないってこともあるけど、それ以上に俺は聖杯が欲しい。これは誰かのためじゃなくて俺自身の勝手な願いだ。
That's right. It's from my selfish desire to be on Sakura's side and no one else's.
それは私のためなんですか？
That is correct, ma'am.
そうだ。さくらの体から刻印虫が取り除けるなら、それはさくらのためにもなる。大丈夫だよ、さくら。勝ち目がないのならまず勝ち目を作るし、勝ち目がないうちは戦わない。そりゃ勝ち目があったところで危険は当然だし、代償はついて回るから、怪我をしないって約束はできない。けど必ず帰ってくる。さくらを守るって言っただろ。ならそばにいないと約束を守れない。
先輩。
Sakura looks down painfully. It almost seems like she's apologizing to me.
はいはい。そこまでにしてもらえる？
Yeah, I think so.
方針は決まったんだから、今さらどうこう言っても仕方がないでしょう。さくらとイリアはここで留守番。私とシロはとりあえず夜の街を巡回する。造剣たちを見つけても安易に仕掛けないで、勝算がある場合のみ戦ってあいつらの戦力を削っていく。これが今後の方針ってことで OK なんでしょ、シロ？
ああ。遠坂がその気ならこっちも頼もしい。
そんなの言うまでもないじゃない。
Yeah, yeah.
それとさくら、キレイはあんたから刻印中を完全には摘出できなかったけど、その活動は大幅に抑えたはずよ。だから神事の時みたいに直接何かをされない限り刻印中の暴走はないの。逆に言えば、あなたがこの屋敷に留まっている限り造剣は最後の一人にはなれない。遅かれ早かれあいつはさくらを奪いに来るんだから、戦わないなんて選択肢はないのよ。
それはそうですけど、おじいさまだって私たちが何もしなければ手荒なことは。
さくら、いい加減その卑屈な考えやめなさい。造剣はあんたの祖父でもなければ死でもない。あれだけ非道を重ねるやつをまだ人間だって思ってるの？
I mean, he is definitely far from human now, that is for sure. We've confirmed that one.
おじいさまが人だなんて思ったことは。
ならあなたも覚悟を決めなさい。私とシローが外で戦うように、あなたもここで戦わなくっちゃいけないんだから。もし造剣がここを襲った時、あなたは何としても逃げ延びること。ライダーさえ倒されなければ聖杯は完成しない。ライダーが生きている限りはあなたにだって助かる希望があるんだから。
She towers over Sakura with the dignity of a big sister. Sakura nods meekly and says that she understands. Alrighty, well, I guess we have our plan for tonight. Yeehaw. After that, I asked Tosaka why we're here in the dojo.
そうね。まずは裸になってもらおうかしら。
Huh. Okay, well, we'll save that one for the next episode, I think. That sounds fun for the next episode. We'll just leave it at that on that one. But alright, yeah, like I said, we have our plan set for tonight. We need Sakura to have a little bit more resolve. Illya is Illya, and I guess we'll see what happens tonight. That's something to look forward to for sure, as events continue to, transpire. And I wonder what that first scene that we saw in this episode was all about. If that really was Sakura, the shadowy figure, or somebody else. I don't know. Anyways, thank you all for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take it easy.